but physically not.
So I suppose when you got your eyesight back, the world looked a really colourful, wonderful place, or did it look the opposite to you? Is it like reading a book? You know, when you read a book, you've got your own picture in your own mind, and then someone makes a film of it. 9 times out of 10, it's a big disappointment.
Yes, well, you know, it's funny because some things were like, wow, look at that, and some things were like, oh my God, is that what that is?
Is that what all the fuss was about?
Yeah, and you know, quite honestly, Debbie, that even today, even though I travel all over the world, when I'm home, I don't even go to the mailbox because I don't want to go out.
I can't blame you.
Yeah.
Mind you, I suppose with all the travelling you do, you're just happy to be at home.
Yeah.
But like, oh, I'm not going out. I'm staying in.
I know, and that's a big joke around here because, oh, he never goes out of the house. And I say, well, I do, but when I go out of the house, I go to China and, South Africa and Brazil.
Some people just pop to the mall, but when you go out, you're one extreme to the other. You either go thousands and hundreds of miles.
Yeah, that's me.
With time travel, did you have experience yourself with time travel?
Yes, you mean at Montauk Project?
See, can I tell you what my take on time travel is?
Sure.
Is when people say to me about time travel, I believe everything's happening at once.
Yes.
So if you go in one dimension, they might be 200 years ahead of us. You go in another dimension, they might be 200 years behind us. But everything's going on at once. Would you agree with that?
Yes, exactly. I call it simultaneous existence. Or the eternal now, and really there is no past, present, and future. There's just the now, and it's a matter of where you're focusing. So yes, I agree. There really isn't anything except focusing on a specific point in time and space.
Because we're always living in the now, aren't we?
Yeah.
I mean, tomorrow never comes, and yesterday's always gone.
That's right. So when I teach people how to work the mind, I teach them to look at existence as if it is all one simultaneously, and because in the mind of God there is no differentiation.
See, in my job, I mean, like, I'm a medium and I'm a psychic tarot reader, and once one of my guides, and I didn't understand what he was trying to tell me at the time. And I had a thing about Jupiter. Like, when my kids used to say to me, "Where's heaven, Mum?" Because in our minds, we have to place it, we have to label it, don't we? And I said, "Oh, we go to Jupiter," because it just sort of made sense to me at the time, where Jupiter's about 300 times bigger than the Earth. And I just said, "Well, we go to Jupiter." And I asked my guide, I said, "Well, where's heaven?" And he said, "It's everywhere." And it didn't make any sense, where now it does, because we just go from one dimension into another, and it's all going on now, and it is everywhere. It's all around us all the time.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
It's just a question of where you want to focus. And people who have a hard time understanding that, I tell them it's happening with you right now. And I say, for example, right now it could be afternoon on a Monday here, but at the same moment it's Tuesday morning in Japan. So how could you be in 2 different days at the same time? Well, if you extrapolate that into eternity, you can see that all existence is happening at the same moment.
Exactly. Same as the sun never sets.
Yes.
It never rises, it never sets. It's just in one place.
That's right. Exactly.
There's supposed to be things going on around the back of the sun. Have you heard anything about that, Stewart?
Yes, there's a lot of things going on back there, and in fact, there, and this has been, even the governments have admitted it, that the north and south poles of the Earth are being bombarded artificially with intense ELF and microwave. Now, they claim that they don't know where it's coming from, but when they trace it out, it goes towards the sun and even into and behind the sun. And if we understand about certain sciences, we know that stars are the opposites of black holes. Stars send out energy and black holes absorb energy, and they are the link between physical realities and dimensions, so it kind of keeps the energy flowing in an even way throughout all of existence. So there is energies that are coming in through the sun and from behind the sun that are affecting the entire solar system and galaxy and everything around us. As far as objects are concerned, yes, there is an object that has been identified on a part of the sun that we cannot see from the Earth because of the rotation of the Earth and the orbit of the Earth, and it seems to be pacing the planet so that we cannot ever physically see it, at least not yet.
Not yet. What do you think about Planet X?
Oh, well, that has also been called Nibiru and Marduk, and I wrote back in 2003, and a lot of people, again, may have controversy with this, but I wrote that in April of 2003 it was destroyed as it passed Jupiter.
Yes, and I saw, there's a video out there because the sun, by all accounts, swallowed it up.
Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
And interestingly, it was in March of 2003 that the U.S. invaded Iraq and went right to Baghdad, because underneath Baghdad were stargates that were connected to Nibiru, and they wanted to make sure that there would be no escaping.
Also, there's all these ancient artifacts and everything in Baghdad, because that was the original society, the first ever, the Sumerians, wasn't it?
Yes.
Am I right? Yeah, Mesopotamia and all around there. And obviously they don't want us finding out the information, because it's the magician and his tricks. And if the magician tells you his tricks, he's not a magician anymore. They don't want us to know. My take on 2012 is I think 2012 is going to come and go just like any other year. And same there's going to be a lot of people disappointed come the 23rd of December 2012.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I'm glad someone agrees with me, because most people, they're all gearing up, same as with these pole shifts the Earth's supposed to be happening.
Well, you remember what happened in 2000 with Y2K, which I said is not going to happen, and it didn't. And you're right, December 22nd, 2012 will dawn just like any other day of the year.
Yeah.
Because it has nothing to do with the end of the world. It has to do with an Illuminati agenda. They just want to make sure that by 2012 they have complete and solid control of everything on Earth. That's what that means.
Do you know what? That's what I say. You've hit them now right on the edge, and that's what I say to everyone. 2012 is the completion year. This is why it's starting to speed up now, because they want everything in place for 2012. And they're putting out all these psyops like Planet X and the end of the world and Armageddon, so that we all accept that we're doomed, and we accept whatever's coming to us.
Right. Because people who are in fear will do anything to save themselves and listen to whomever tells them there's a solution. So that's why they're promoting all this fear with 2012, so people get so afraid that they'll do whatever the government says will save them.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, do you think that there will be a war?
Well, I think there will be a staged alien invasion where they will use the Bluebeam project to make you think the Earth is being attacked. And they will they'll even have explosions on the Earth that'll look like we are really being attacked. And the point of that is so that the entire world is in such fear that they claim the only way to repel this attack and to find a solution is by unifying under one government, so that we're all doing the same thing and helping in the same way. And that's how they will solidify the New World Order government. And then they will have a savior race come in to protect us from this evil attack. And, of course, the savior race will look like the reptilian, who then will claim that we are its descendants and that they were the first colonists